see. You okay?
I hit something. You sure did, Mom. Over there! What is it?
Looks like a piece of an old boat.
No, it's aluminum. Looks like part of an airplane wing.
Really?
Hey, look! Flipper's found some more of it. They match.
It's definitely part of an airplane wing.
I wonder what it's doing here.
Well, it looks like it's been in the water for a long time.
Wait, there's something else here. U.S. Navy?
Relax, Parker. Take a seat. Washington's come up with some details on that wreckage you found. Apparently, it disappeared during a training flight back in '62.
Well, it says here it went down somewhere between the Azores and South Carolina. That's a long way from Florida.
Pilot screwed up. Got himself lost. Here. Lieutenant Commander Frank Anderson. They think he probably drifted off course and ran out of fuel over the Atlantic. Something wrong?
Well, it's hard to tell from a black and white photo. I'm certainly no expert, but... The wing section we found was painted a dark green. Nothing like this trainer.
Military aircraft are repainted all the time.
And it went down nearly 1,000 miles off course?
Pilot error. That's what the experts said at the time.
So, when do we start searching for the rest of the plane?
We don't. The Navy sees no point in mounting a search. This plane went down 36 years ago. The wreckage you found could have been drifting for years. Well, they want us to monitor the situation in case any more wreckage turns up, and the Coast Guard will put out a general shipping alert.
That's all?
That's all.
Well, that's that then. Mystery solved.
What's with you?
Nothing. Why?
Well, you haven't been talking much lately.
I've just been thinking
About what?
about this assignment I have to do for school. It's got to be about my hero.
Greg Maddox.
My hero, not yours. Well, I was thinking maybe I could do it about Tom.
Sure. Or you could do it about Flipper. He's a hero sometimes.
Well, Miss Rodriguez said that it's got to be about a real person.
Okay. Sammy Socha.
Don't you ever think of anything but baseball?
You could always do it about Dad. He was a hero. He was, you know.
I know.
No, he just wants us to monitor the situation and send out a hazard alert to ships in the area.
More like a hazard to water skiers.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Lieutenant Tom Hampton.
Oh, you found him.
Megan Jones. I just flew in from Columbus.
I better be going.
Bye.
How can I help you, Miss Jones?
I understand you found part of an old military plane last week. They said the wreckage was from a Navy plane that crashed in the 60s.
Actually, it was 1962. It was a training flight on the Alex Parker. I was there when the wreckage was found.
Do you think you could show me where exactly? I mean, it's not classified or anything, is it?
No, not that I know of. It was right here in the harbor, about 100 yards off the breakwater. Why? Is there something wrong?
If a plane had gone down in the harbor, someone would have noticed, even in 1962.
Well, the wreckage could have drifted in from anywhere. There's been a lot of seismic activity on the seafloor in this area. The vibrations bring up all sorts of surprises.
What made you think it was a training flight?
Well, it said so in the flight plan. The Board of Inquiry blamed the pilot. Said he got lost. Ran out of fuel.
They're lying.
You seem to know a lot about this particular airplane, Miss Jones.
Wasn't a training flight. The pilot was a Lieutenant Commander Frank Anderson. He flew jet fighters during the Korean War. Over 200 missions. How could one of the Navy's most experienced pilots get lost during a training flight?
I'm sorry, can you tell us what this is about?
Before I was married, I was Megan Anderson. The pilot of that plane was my father. If you think you can cover this up again, you're wrong. I'm not going to let that happen, not this time. I'm going to find that wreckage and I'm going to prove it.
Homework?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Okay.
Hi, sweetie. Guess who's home early?
Hey, honey. I was just about to cook up a storm on the barbecue. How'd a ribs sound?
Great, especially if you're cooking.
Did you call Winters?
Yeah, he knows all about Megan Jones.
How come?
Well, apparently she's been hounding the Navy for years. Convinced it's been a cover-up of her father's death.
The Navy wouldn't cover up a training flight. Unless, of course, it wasn't a training flight. Maybe she knows more than they realize.
I feel kind of sorry for her.
A lot of things get covered up for all sorts of reasons. I don't like her chances of finding out the truth.
No.
I'm gonna fire up the barbecue.
Hey! How's that homework coming along?
Slow. Mom,
Hmm?
do you have a hero?
Yeah. He's out there cooking dinner.
Alex. Hi.
Hi.
I came to apologize. I'm sorry. I tend to react badly when I see a Navy uniform.
I'm a reserve officer. Most of my work's here at the Institute. Would you like some coffee?
Yeah, thanks. That'd be nice. So, I guess you must think I'm one of those conspiracy theory nuts.
Megan, I'm sure you've got your reasons in believing you haven't been told the truth.
I've lived with this for so long. Nobody wants to help me. Nobody wants to believe me. My father disappeared late in 1962. In those days, if a spy plane went down, it was standard procedure to tell the pilot's family that he disappeared during a training flight.
A spy flight?
What happened in 1962?
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
It's the only thing that makes any sense. I was taken the year before he, I barely remember him. I was 5 years old when he died. All I knew was that he wasn't coming home to play with me anymore.
I lost my first husband in a military accident. It's taken me a long time to get over it.
Well, then you know all about denial. The 5-year-old me couldn't accept that he was really gone. For years I'd imagined that he'd made it ashore to an island somewhere and he was living on coconuts and building a raft to come home on. And then as I got older, I learned about the Cold War and how the U.S. had been sending pilots on spy missions over Russia and Cuba. That's when I started to ask questions. That's when I realized they didn't want me to find out the truth. My father wouldn't have been on a training flight from the Azores. And even if he had, he wouldn't have made a mistake that took him 1,000 miles off course. Let me show you something. Look at the prevailing currents. Now, if my father's plane had been approaching North Carolina from the east when it went down, like the Navy said it was, the currents would have taken any wreckage way out here, not down to Florida. My father was a hero. He doesn't deserve to be remembered like this.
Well, it's no secret that the Navy flew spy missions over Cuba. Why would they cover it up?
I don't know. But the answer is out there. I just want someone to listen to me. I have a right to know what really happened.
I understand.
Then help me. Help me find out the truth, Alex.
She just needs help to find out the truth about her father and clear his name. You can understand that.
Sure.
And what's that look you're giving me?
What look?
That you sure know what you're getting yourself into look. Come on, Tom.
Well, the Navy pours an awful lot of money into the Institute. If you start upsetting them, they might withdraw their support.
I don't see him doing anything wrong.
They might see it differently.
If you're in my position, you jump in feet first.
Can't deny that.
Look, if the Navy's done something wrong and they're covering it up, then they need to be held accountable.
You think she's got a case?
Well, something happened. I don't know exactly what. You don't really think they'll take my funding, do you?
Depends how big the lie is.
Well, if I don't like it, I'm sure I'll be the first to know.
I think you're right about that.
Everything that comes into the harbor comes through there.
It's such a big ocean. I feel like I'm as close as I've ever been. It still feels so far away.
You're gonna have to trust me with everything you know, Megan. Now, the currents will help us. Tell us where the wreckage might have drifted in from. But even then...
I applied for his Navy records under Freedom of Information. Sent me all his files.
And?
The 2 weeks before the flight had been censored. Blacked out. National security, they said. It was so long ago, I don't understand why they're still hiding this. You didn't have to help me.
Sometimes you don't have any choice.
Because of your husband, you mean?
He died at sea. I felt so helpless, you know. There was nothing I could do to bring him back. I guess I am a little selfish helping you.
Well, I don't mind.
Figured out who your hero is yet?
Tom,
I thought you were gonna do it about Dad.
I changed my mind. I'm doing Tom instead.
But why?
I can't even remember Dad, okay?
I'm sorry, I was just asking. You don't remember anything at all?
Well, I remember that he used to carry me on his shoulders.
And? I remember him.
You were older than me.
He was tall and he had dark hair, and when he smiled, he sort of squinted. That made him look funny, as if he was laughing inside.
This says he saved some divers he was with.
Their boat overturned, and there was one too many people on the life raft. If he had stayed on, they would have all drowned.
Then he really was a hero. I wish I could remember him like you.
Well, sometimes I wake up and I can't even remember what he looks like. So I have to shut my eyes and think really hard to see his face. Sometimes I wish he wasn't a hero. Then maybe he'd still be here.
That's right. The squadron was based in Miami. Okay. Good luck. Hi.
Still chasing the truth, huh?
I just called a friend of mine in Washington. I got them to check the aircraft registration number. The plane was from a reconnaissance squadron. They operated out of Miami during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Did they say what kind of plane it was?
No, they're still checking. I just called Megan. Another piece to her jigsaw.
So what you gonna do now?
She's gonna go and see Winters tomorrow. Alone.
Hey, it's fine by me. You know, the chances of finding that wreck are pretty slim, Alex.
Yeah, she knows that. But at least someone's listening to her at last. Even if it is only me. Thanks.
Ms. Jones, I really don't know what you expect us to do.
I expect the Navy to tell me the truth.
Well, the Navy acknowledges your complaints, all 20 of them, but I'm afraid in the absence of any fresh evidence...
That piece of wreckage was from a reconnaissance plane that was moved to Florida during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Is that evidence fresh enough for you, Commander?
Who told you that?
What does it matter who told me? It's the truth, isn't it? That explains why it was painted green. Training planes aren't painted green. Spy planes are.
Thank you for your advice, Miss Jones. I'll hand it on to the appropriate department.
So in other words, I should just get lost so you can bury it for another 36 years.
Good day, Miss Jones. Enjoy your visit to Belle Harbor. Mary, get me Admiral Wilding at the Pentagon.
Not now, Flipper. I've got homework. It's important. We'll play later. Promise.
Hey, Jack! Hurry up, sweetie. You'll miss your school bus.
I still haven't finished this assignment.
My hero. I wonder who that could be.
It's just Tom.
Just Tom?
Who else would I do it about?
Tom's a good choice. There you go.
Bye, Mom.
Okay, now there's some fresh scarring. It probably means he's been in a fight.
Parker, I'd like a word, please.
Yeah, it won't be a minute.
Now.
We'll finish this later.
You've been speaking with our friend Megan Jones.
Yes.
Pardon me if I've missed something, but who authorized you to give out details about that wreckage?
What details?
Reconnaissance flight? Could only have come from one source.
Well, it would have been nice if you'd told me it was confidential.
Alex, I'm here as a friend, okay? I would expect you as a reserve naval officer to show a little more discretion in handing out information to the public.
I wasn't speaking to her as a naval officer. I was speaking to her as a senior member of the Institute staff.
This isn't the first time that this conflict of interest has arisen, is it?
Conflict of interest?
Alex, let this go. You have my assurance. There's nothing in it, okay? Just let it go.
And what if I don't?
Alex, don't push this.
She has a right to know the truth about how her father died.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you the way it is, the way it has to be. Stay away from her, Alex. Don't jeopardize what you've got here. Remember who pays the bills. Let it go.
Hi.
Alex, sit down. I'll get you a coffee.
I can't stay long.
What's wrong?
Winters just came to see me. He's putting the pressure on.
What did he say?
He reminded me that the Institute's partly funded by the Navy.
They wouldn't do that.
Well, they could. And without funding, it's pretty difficult.
Alex, I'm sorry about all this trouble. This is my fault.
Megan, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. What right have they got?
You stop me from talking? Well, apparently they have every right.
It's not the first time this sort of thing has happened.
It's not going to stop me helping you. I'm not going to be intimidated. They're probably bluffing. They're not going to shut down the Institute.
No, they'll probably just fire you.
Yeah.
Look, you've done enough already. I'll find another way.
You know, I think I know someone who might be able to help us.
Someone in the Navy?
No. Someone who knows these waters better than anyone I know.
Well, it's got to be 99%.
What did Cap say?
Well, you know Cap. He jumped at the chance. He was happy to help. He's taking Megan out in his boat in the morning to look for more wreckage.
It's a big ocean.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate being told who I can and can't talk to. You can go ahead and say it.
Say what?
I told you so. I just don't get it. A plane crashes on a spy flight 36 years ago, and they're still hiding the facts. Why?
Find the wreckage and you might find the answer. You're not gonna let it go, are you?
Would you?
You gotta stand up for what you believe in.
What do you believe in?
You?
You know Jackie's doing an assignment about you?
An assignment?
It's called My Hero.
Well, I'm not exactly A+ material. She should be writing about Jack. He's the real hero in the family.
I wonder.
I wonder what?
Nothing. You'll always be my hero.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, hi, sweetie. How's your day?
Okay.
Just okay.
Yeah,
You done your assignment?
I finished.
You happy?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, Tom wouldn't have minded if you wanted to do your assignment about someone else. You didn't have to do it to please him.
I was gonna do it about Dad. Chris told you, didn't he?
No. I just figured it out. You know, Tom would understand if you wanted to do it about your dad.
It's just that I can't really remember what Dad was like. What was he like?
He was funny. He used to laugh and tell jokes all the time. He loved being home on leave, and he loved being with you and Chris.
How tall was he?
He was 6'1" and 180 pounds.
What was his favorite color?
Blue.
That's because he was in the Navy, huh?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
What was his favorite food?
Well, anytime he'd come home on leave, he used to make himself a big bowl of buttered popcorn. And then he'd sit up on the sofa and feed you and Chris.
Did he ever do stuff like, I don't know, dressing up like Santa's helper at Christmas?
Well, he couldn't always be home at Christmas, sweetie.
But he wouldn't get any presents then.
We used to save his presents, and then when he came home, we'd have another Christmas.
2 Christmases? Cool.
They were kind of special.
Do you miss him, Mom?
Yeah. But you know what? All I have to do is look at you and Chris, and there he is, smiling right back at me.
I just wish I could remember him.
I tell you what, next time you want to remember him, just ask me, and I'll remember him for you.
Needle in a haystack, huh?
Well, not exactly. There's been some tremors in the area recently, and the current runs this way. So any pieces of that wreckage of yours that may have moved to be found right where it was, at the mouth of the harbor. So maybe we shouldn't be looking on the surface for your wreckage, but should be looking underneath. That plane may be closer than you think.
Look at that, a dolphin.
That's Flipper. He's a local celebrity.
It looks like he wants to play.
Hey, Flip, want to give us some help and see if we can find some wreckage down there?
Smart dolphin, I think he understands what you're saying.
Yeah, only if he wants to.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more for you.
What's that?
It's a computer model to do with flotation. You know, what makes things float or sink. This is the sea floor. And this is a piece of wing from an airplane. And it's sunk.
Because it's heavier than water.
Yeah. And down here, under the sea floor, there's an earthquake, okay? And that jiggles loose these tiny little bubbles that attach themselves to the wing. Then guess what happens?
It starts to float.
Mm-hmm.
Because the little bubbles make it lighter than water.
Exactly. So, whenever there are vibrations down here,
What, Mom?
Tom, they're looking in the wrong area. Cap and Megan are searching in the wrong place.
How do you know that?
Well, we assume the tremors here dislodged the pieces of wreckage. But what's been bothering me is that these tremors are recent. Not enough time for the currents to carry it all the way to Bell Harbor. Whereas last month, out here,
That oil company blasting for the new pipeline.
it's the same as an earth tremor. Tom, this is where the wreckage has to have come from. This is where the plane went down.
You sure you should be doing this?
I'm taking a visiting friend out diving. No law against that.
You know what I mean. I don't want you to get in any more trouble with the Navy.
You leave the Navy to me.
This should be it.
Can you hear me, Megan? Yeah, fine. Okay. Stay close. He's a very talkative dolphin. It's like sonar. He uses sound to navigate. Yeah, to find things underwater. Oh, okay. I like him already.
I thought we would have found something by now.
Oh, it's a big ocean. Be patient, Megan. You've waited 30 years.
It could take weeks to search this whole area.
Megan, we'll have to surface soon.
I know, maybe over here.
Okay, that's it. It's time to go back, Megan.
Another 5 minutes.
Sorry, Megan, but safety first. Come on, it's time to go. Hi, Flipper. What is that? Is that a piece of the wreckage you found?
He found it. Come on, Alex, you lead us straight to it. 5 minutes more.
Megan, we're cutting it very fine.
We're really close, Alex. I can feel it. Oh my God. Look at that. That's it.
Wow. That's certainly no trainer.
Oh my God. Alex, we've come too close now. We have to go inside.
Okay, you've got 2 minutes. Absolutely no more, okay? We're very low on air. It's too dark. We're gonna need flashlights.
This is amazing. Look, I found something. It's my dad's. I know it is. I remember it. He used it for his logbook and charts.
Okay, time's definitely up. Bring it and let's go. Now.
Gee whiz, you gals are down a while. I was getting worried.
Hey, Cap. Help us. We need to open this.
Okay.
I need like a screwdriver.
Try this.
There's no identifying features on the box.
No, lots of pilots use them. Could have belonged to anybody. At least that's what the Navy will say.
Do you know what type of aircraft it was?
Certainly not a trainer.
It's called an Orion. It's one of the first P-3s. Went into service in 1962, just in time for the Cuban Missile Crisis. Megan, your father wasn't the only one to die in that crash. They usually carried a crew of 8, sometimes more. That must be why they're covering it up. It wasn't just your father.
How can they do that? All those families. What are we going to do?
I'll report to the Navy everything we've found. But it doesn't mean they're going to do anything.
All the evidence we need is sitting out there on the seafloor.
Megan, in a way, you've won. You've found your father's plane. And you've proven to yourself, at least, that there was a cover-up.
But the most important thing of all is still missing. No matter what we come up with, the Navy is simply going to insist that he wasn't where he was supposed to be. That he was off course due to pilot error. And now, it's not just his life. They're going to blame him for all those others out there. I have to go back down there. I've got to clear his name. And you have to decide, am I going alone? Or are you coming with me?
Hey, Pumpkin. Is Mommy home?
No.
Any idea where she is?
Uh-uh.
You working on your assignment?
Uh-huh.
You want some help?
No, thanks. Mom said you wouldn't mind if I did it about my dad.
Of course I don't mind.
Tom,
Yeah?
you're my hero, too.
Thanks. Tom Hampton.
Lieutenant Hampton, is Commander Winters here?
Commander.
I suppose you don't know where your wife is this afternoon?
Not exactly.
Or Megan Jones? I received a fax from your wife. Evidently, she's found something. I strongly advise she stay away from that site.
Okay, I'll tell her when I see her.
There's so much growth covering the fuselage. Well, I'm not even sure what we should be looking for. Are you? No. Let's get a picture of the cockpit. Move into the shed, all right?
Jen, I made you some coffee. Great, thanks. What's really what have you been up to?
Where are they, Cap?
I don't know, Tom. I didn't know this was kind of top secret, Tom. I thought it was just a crash, plain and simple.
I don't think it ever was simple, Cap. I have a feeling it's gonna get a lot more complex.
This is eerie. I can almost feel ghosts.
Flipper, are they over here? I guess so.
So much is still intact. But, you know, I can't see any reason why it crashed. We'll find it.
Oh my God.
This is the United States Navy. You are trespassing in a restricted area.
Alex, are you here?
Tom?
This way, I found something.
What are you doing here?
They're on to you. I got a call from Commander Winters.
I can't leave now. I'm too close.
Look at this. Bullet holes.
Oh my God.
This plane was definitely shot down.
Megan, look. There's your proof. I'll get some more shots.
Hurry, I think we've got company.
Megan, come on. We have to go.
What's going on?
You're in violation of federal law. This is a military gravesite.
Commander, we have proof that Frank Anderson's plane was shot down.
Parker, I'd remain silent if I were you, pending an inquiry into your conduct. Get that camera.
Whoa, wait a minute, Commander. These boats are in my jurisdiction.
And I'm overruling your jurisdiction under federal authority.
If you enact martial law in this zone, you're going to have every amateur diver on the eastern seaboard to contend with. Not to mention every news crew with scuba licenses.
Is that some kind of threat, Lieutenant?
No, it's just a fact. Now, there's several tons of aircraft down there, and it's not going to go away. What are you going to do? Are you going to blow it up? It's a military grave. Or are you going to send in a team of Navy divers to guard it indefinitely?
Commander, I am not trying to embarrass the Navy. I just want to clear my father's name.
I'll have to get advice from Washington.
Well, you're welcome to use my office.
Yep. That's understood.
I'm sorry, Alex.
It's okay. There's nothing to be sorry about.
The official line stands. At no time did the United States government authorize any spy missions over Cuba or anywhere else. But new, undisclosed, and classified evidence shows that the pilot, Lieutenant Commander Frank Anderson, was not responsible for the crash. He'll be afforded a military funeral with full honors. You understand, the new evidence is classified. You'll be expected, all of you, to abide by the Official Secrets Act, which means you will speak to no one, ever, about what may or may not lie down there on the sea floor. That's the deal. Is it understood?
I think my father would be happy. Thank you, Commander.
That settles it then.
You have no idea what this means to me. Thank you. Thank you both. Oh, and you too, Flipper.
On behalf of the United States Navy, I ask you to accept this as a tribute to the service your father gave to his country.
Thank you.
My Hero by Jackie Parker. My favorite hero was my dad, Lieutenant Jack Parker. I don't remember him because I was just a baby when he was killed. He died because he had to save some other men who were gonna drown, and his picture was in the newspapers. My dad was 6 foot 1 inch tall and weighed 180 pounds. His favorite color was blue, and his favorite food was popcorn, and his favorite TV show was McHale's Navy, but not in color, because that was in the olden days. Even though I don't remember him, I love him very much, because he saved 8 other people from dying. He had to go away forever. Mommy says that's because they needed heroes up in heaven too. The end.